Is the cost of school sports keeping many children from participating? Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is COMCAST Newsmakers. Joining me now is the Associate Director of the CS Mott Children's Hospital National Poll on Children's Health, Sarah Clark. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm assuming sports are good for children's health. The more active and physical you can be, the better.
Absolutely. Physical benefits and those other kinds of benefits that you learn from engaging in teamwork and working toward a goal. Those are all, there's a broad set of benefits with school sports.
And there's all types of ways we can inexpensively keep our children active, right? There's trails and bikes and YMCA camps and that type of thing. But once our kids get to the middle school or high school level and want to participate in a school sport, financially it can be very difficult.
Absolutely. And that is exactly what we found in our National Poll on Children's Health when we looked into this topic. 60% of the parents who said that their kids were playing school sports said there was a participation fee that was required.
Only 60%? I thought 100% of the folks.
It was definitely more at the high school level. Some middle schools haven't quite gotten there yet. But that fee, which averaged $125, again, more at high school than middle school, that fee was only one small part of it. So you have the pay to participate fee just to get in the door. Then there are all sorts of additional fees for maybe extra travel, uniforms and other equipment. Often kids supply their own shoes in addition to a school supplied uniform. Average cost for a kid per sport, $400.
And if you have multiple kids, you're talking 8, 12. I know there's caps, there's family caps, but I believe the cap is fairly high as well. At least in our district, it's over $1,000 for a family cap. So what's the solution? Because the schools don't have the money to continue to fund sports 100%.
This is a very difficult problem, and I think every school district is struggling with it, not just in Michigan, but across the country. One of the data points that we found that's really important is there was about a 20 percentage point gap in sports participation, school sports participation, between our lower income and our higher income families. And that's what schools worry about. Are we decreasing opportunities for kids who really need that connection to school? You've probably met kids that they live for sports. That's basically the only thing that keeps them coming to school. We want to make sure we give kids the opportunity. So many school districts try to find ways to waive fees, often based on, for example, participation in the free or reduced lunch program. Sometimes schools will try to have other opportunities for scholarships, for example, partial waivers. And so all of those kinds of things do help families in that. Booster clubs are becoming more and more important. The more fundraising the booster clubs can do, maybe that participation fee can be decreased. But I'm not sure anybody's really come up with a great solution. And in the meantime, among the families who don't have a kid playing school sports, 1 in 7 of those families say the reason the kid's not participating is because of cost. That's what we worry about. We want to find a way to get those kids on the field or on the court or in the pool so they have that same opportunity to benefit.
And we're not always talking about sports that, oh, you have to be the greatest, you have to be the best, you have to make a team. So many, even high school football is a no-cut sport. So if your kid's willing to get up every morning and work out, they can be active and participate and be a part of their school team.
Right. And at this time of year, I know a lot of families are struggling with this topic because this is when those pay to participate fees are coming along with all the other costs of the start of the school year.
School pictures, school computers, and everything else.
Not to mention your backpack and your back to school clothes. So this is a time where we're really worried about this topic, and we encourage schools to continue to work on ways to figure this out.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Today's COMCAST Newsmaker was Sarah Clark, Associate Director of the CS Mott Children's Hospital National Poll on Children's Health.